Morning, and I hope that you have all your parts written down so you can be listening for the solution. And I think that we might be about to meet some new characters. So make sure you're listening for some new characters as we keep going. And I also want you to think about JJ's personality is kind of changing a little bit. At first, he acted like he cared nothing about the chickens, and now he's helping her find her baby. And he seems like he might be being a little bit sensitive towards her, so I want you to be thinking about those character traits. Chapter 9 is Vince the Funnel. Vince was 37 pounds of shiny brown mutt. He had a long, skinny build, beady eyes, and a giant white funnel around his neck. He looked like a cross between a dachshund and a lamp. We had met the very first day I'd arrived here at Barb's country house. I had nodded at him that morning almost 2 weeks earlier. It was a gesture of goodwill. He didn't nod back. Fine by me. I didn't need any new friends anyhow. I could, however, have used a lamp. Up to now, I had never exchanged a word with Vince the Funnel. He spent his time inside. I spent my time outside. I preferred to keep things that way. But a deal is a deal, even if you make it with a crazy chicken. What little I did know about Vince, I knew from a distance and from the grapevine. The grapevine means that you didn't actually hear it with your own ears or see it with your own eyes. That means that he's heard about him just like from different animals. I knew that a dog walker came by every day to take him outside, and I'd heard he was a little off his rocker. When I was taking an inventory of what I knew about Vince, Mush kept herself busy by losing her mind. "Vince the Funnel has my chicks!" screamed Mush. "She was running around like a chicken without a head." Dirt and Sugar were frozen in place, their fuzzy little chicken brains on overdrive. Inside dog, inside words. It was all beginning to make sense. Ooh, I hadn't made that connection. I'm going to read it again. Inside dog, inside words. Before I could think it any further, my stomach rumbled. I was starving. I should have asked for that cheeseburger up front. Okay, so there's a picture, and the title of chapter 10 is called Funnel Vision. So I want you to picture that you have a funnel wrapped around your head and how your vision would be impacted. You might not be able to see in your peripherals from side to side. Oh, how Barb loves losers, I thought, watching JJ, the hero dog, march around the yard with Chicken Mom on his tail and his face to the ground. Only an arrogant search and rescue dog could undergo years of training but not recognize a simple trap when it's right under his nose. Makes me laugh out loud. But Hero Dog isn't like Barb's usual rejects. The orphaned baby birds, the mangy stray cats, I'll have to figure out his weak spot when I have him up close and personal. "Welcome to my school, Hero Dog," I muttered. "No medals, no parades here, pretty boy. Just my house, my yard, and my rules. Soon you'll meet one brilliant alpha dog who doesn't like company." I chuckled to myself and then leaped off the table in front of the window. On the way down, the funnel caught the edge of the lamp and it crashed to the floor. The lamp shattered. A bulb burst. 2 tiny chickens squawked. I couldn't have planned it better myself. Whoa! Okay, so let's think about the new character. One word to describe him. I'm just going to give you a little hint that he does not sound very friendly at all. And when you choose that word to describe him, I want you to think about what made you say that. What part of this page made you say that? And now, what do we know about the 2 missing chicks? Chapter 11 is Why Me? Vince's shadow had disappeared, and the commotion made it clear that it no longer behooved us. I didn't have to turn around to tell what was going on behind me. Sugar was coming at me as fast as those little chickadee legs could take her. She hadn't just inherited her mother's eyes, she'd inherited her mother's crazy. "You're going in, right?" asked Sugar. I rolled my eyes. "I'm not going anywhere until I have more information." "You have all the information you need," Poppy and Sweetie said. "You said so yourself." "No, I said the trail leads to the house. Are you listening to me? Do you even have ears?" For the first time that day, I bothered to check to make sure chickens had ears. They do. Sugar looked over at the house. The back steps were just a few yards away. To the right was an old bird bath. To the left was a droopy tomato plant. Barb must have saved all the pretty for the front of the house. "I'm going in," Sugar chirped. She was off in a flash with her eyes locked on that doggy door. In that second, I was sure of only one thing. If she went in, she wasn't coming out. I grabbed her by the scruff of the neck and looked for someplace safe to stash her for a few minutes. I tossed her up in the bird bath. "Sit down and keep quiet." She kicked a pebble at me. There's her. They are not scared of this dog at all. I thought about the small town in the Midwest that had held a parade in my honor after I pulled 3 tornado victims out from under a mountain of debris. If you had told me that I'd someday be dodging pebbles tossed by a baby chicken, I would have bitten you. Hard! Like I said, I didn't belong here. I was out of place in the country, as the guy I once pulled out of the snowy cave in his pajamas. Life is strange, mister. Okay, so I want you to be thinking there's tons of little problems as we go. One of the little problems is the little chick is trying to go in the house. Another little problem is that there are 2 chicks in the house and we don't know how to get them out. So just be thinking about all the stuff. So we're still in the same setting, so you don't have to think about that. But be thinking about all the stuff that is happening leading up to trying to find these chickens. All right, guys, have a great day.